if you had time travel powers, but you had to change something in history not particular to your life. So the only thing you could move is history. What would you
Change.
Where would you go and what would you change?
Yan yung would I kill baby Hitler?
Sort of like that.
You know they say about that book, yung Will I Kill Baby Hitler, and in the end he said,
book like that?
I think there is.
Okay.
Something like that. Like yun yung topic niya. Like if he would, and then for him, he won't just because another Hitler will come along. Like it's not him. Like if you made him go to art school, there would have been a different person who would have persecuted the Jews. This is how I see it. Pero if I could change, like in history lang, I don't know why, but I think I would have liked that the Philippines stayed a U.S. colony.
We sort of are.
We are not a colony.
We're not officially a colony, but we
we
don't experience
we don't get the benefits.
Yeah, just
aid, something like that. But we're not like Puerto Rico.
And well, now that we're picking fights with him, we're not gonna even get those aid things.
Yeah, kasi you remember what Manuel L. said? He said that I'd rather live in hell run by Filipinos than live in heaven run by Americans. Something like this. He said something like this. I forgot. I'd
rather live in heaven run by Americans. But it's not really heaven there, is it?
Yeah, it's not really. Pero
not now, lalo na.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the closest part of history that I think to me, if we were in the US, I can just go to the US right now. There's nothing stopping me. Kasi Puerto Rico, you can just work in the US. Kasi you are an official colony. Right? So, right now, if we were a colony of the United States, we can go.
Yeah, you could just, you know what? I'm over this. I'm going to Walt Disney World.
Yeah, right? So, you understand that, diba? If I can change, because I'm still selfish, I still want it connected to me. So, changing that part of history, that small part of history that we're still a colony now, means I can just migrate to the US. Okay, that's one for me. What's for you?
Hey. I was gonna say the last elections, but...
Okay, the last elections, okay.
Obviously, because there are too many fundamental differences between myself and the people who won the elections. But if I had to pick like something broader than that, although to be fair, the effect of the 2016 elections, both in the Philippines and America, have been pretty big. Diba?
Yeah, that's true. Now that we have these people in power, we are experiencing all these...
I don't know how to call it, but it's not exactly Disneyland.
Okay.
But I would probably go... I know you said you shouldn't go to, like, baby Hitler and make him a good person.
You can.
No. That's what you said, diba? That's your choice, not to do that.
Because someone else will...
Yeah. But if I had unlimited goes, I would go to every single known, and then just keep trying to make, teach people to be better. Because that's what I fundamentally believe in. People can be taught to be good people. Well, not taught, more of, if you extend it to them, I feel like it could do so much more than, executing them. Like, kill baby Hitler. He's a baby.
But
he went through something that might have caused him to be that way. You can't really say that someone was born. I don't believe that someone
was born evil.
Yes, unless, they were born in the pits of hell or apocalypse. Yeah. I feel like
something happened.
Yeah. And if you could find a way to prevent that and you have unlimited goals, why would you skip that?
Yeah. You might as well just don't kill him. Maybe just counsel him and then tell him, you're really good in art. I think you should really go.
People, we make mistakes, diba? We have regrets, I'm sure.
It's just that he had the power to kill. Yes. When he was so mad, he had that power to do that. Actually, power corrupts. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like, we can judge people now because we're not in power. When we're in power, maybe like how Imelda was, suddenly we will buy 2 million shoes. And suddenly we'll steal from everyone. Because we have that power. We don't know how it feels to be corrupted by power. Because we don't have that power.
Mm-hmm.
So, you could start out good. Like, anyone can start out good. Yet, even Duterte, I'm sure maybe at some point, he had
bright designs for the world.
He had these ideas that he really wanted
community
this to happen. But, parang sa kanya, naging ends to the means. Like, what do you call that? Parang
Machiavellian.
Yeah, like, at a certain point, he said, oh, there's nothing I can do. I should just do this so I can make this happen. At one point, it was pure. And then, to get there, suddenly, he found it was difficult. And then, he had something that happened. And then, suddenly, something got twisted along the way that he felt he had to do this in order to reach this goal. So, I watched this CGP video.
Who?
CGP Grey. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he has this video called Rules for Rulers. And
do not get corrupted. Was that part of the rules?
No, it's something like, even how principled and ideal you are, if you are in power, you can't really be super pure. Because the people under you, they won't necessarily be pure. So you have to sometimes bribe them. You have to sometimes, like, even though you want it pure, but it's not necessary na, oh, I will work for no money, I would just really want, but everyone below you wants money. You know? So it's not enough that you're just idealistic. It's not enough. You have to use people kasi. Use people in order to achieve this. And these people are not necessarily ideal, but they're good at what they do. And you need these people to achieve this. Maybe for the greater good.
Yeah.
So, no. Like, the best politicians aren't the shiniest. Not because they weren't idealistic to begin with.
When you say shiny, it's like pristine.
Yeah, they will always have dirt.
Yeah, here's the thing.
There's no...
Maybe I am idealistic, and obviously we've sauntered away from the initial question, pero that's a problem with the word politician, eh. And as much as that's probably what you end up doing, playing around with power and such, they're supposed to be public servants, eh. That's the root of it, eh. They're not, it's not, ideally it's not about the power, eh. And that's what we hope they would understand. But obviously, it's not real world practical. But if you give up on that idea, kasi, what do we continue for? Diba? If we just let them be rulers instead of our servants, when our taxes are what pay for their salaries, and our taxes are what they can use to build the world for us. And here's the thing, eh. Even during the elections naman, even if I wasn't ever intending to vote for X, I was hoping things would turn out well. Kasi that's what you hope for the country or for your world. You never bet against the people you vote for. Kasi if they fail, you fail, eh. Pero obviously I'm not liking where things are going right now. Pero I'm still hoping na somehow there is clarity that certain things aren't necessary, certain acts are not necessary, and that even if he feels that the system is corrupted, you could change it.
Yeah, if you had the superpower.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I know it's a difficulty then, pero
yeah.
But there are certain things that weren't necessary that have happened.
Yeah. So okay. So you will go back in time and
try
to fix those that became
corrupted,
like who became like the communists. Marcos.
If you believe so, then Marcos. Yes.
Yeah, Marcos.
Because some listeners might not believe so.
Yeah. Definitely Marcos. Okay, and then
Hitler. Definitely.
Who else?
Nero.
Who is the communist? Nero. And
that's so far.
Communist.
Some dinosaurs. Communists. Sino ba yun? Sino Mussolini? Stalin?
Like, hindi, like sa China. Who's Mao ZeDong?
No, that's a philosopher. Ay, wait, shut up, eh.
Hindi ko alam. But I'm
oh my God, we're showing our...
We're so west. But they say the one who actually murdered the most people to keep in power or something, it wasn't Hitler, eh.
Who?
It was someone in China. Like, we were just so trained to think about Western stuff.
Because they write the books.
They write the books. But actually, there were a lot of great conquests in Asia.
But just because, I don't know.
Not great meaning evil also. Great conquest meaning they annihilated the whole conqueror.
Like awesome conquest.
Not answer. It's more of like it wasn't like written as much as Hitler or something, but it's also a conquest
great as in wide
that annihilated lots of people.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
So yeah. So you're very noble. Your time travel whatever is very noble. My time travel was just
I'll buy stocks from Bill Gates. So, hindi kasi tayo kasama yun sa...
Yeah, we can just... I guess you can travel.
Yeah, but not personally affecting you, eh. The caveat on this was go to some historical part of the world or...
In my head, it will still affect me when I get born and I.
Pero ripples yan. Hindi siya, directly changing what happened in your life.
So, mine was a little more selfish. Yours is like,
just because I'm...
Yeah.
I have to tell you that the state of the world now has made me think about the past a lot. Tapos,
the past repeats itself.
One thing I want, more of an observing project. I want to actually go to the time na supposedly buhay si Jesus. Just because, sabi mo, history repeats itself, eh. Why hasn't the times of prophets, of Muhammad, Buddha, this hasn't repeated itself?
It has in small ways.
Huh?
It has in small ways. Like,
yeah, but not
in tribes.
Not in like huge. That's curious to me, eh. There's been like Scientology, but and there have been offshoots of Christianity, of I guess Islam meron din, and Buddhism's maybe, but not like.
I think I do want. I agree.
I'm curious,
with this.
Tsaka,
I want to go to this.
Why did they have such an effect na naglalast ng ganito katagal? Diba? I mean, sabihin natin you deny the divinity of these people, but their words or whatever their actions were, and they are remembered until now.
For me, kasi there's a certain point na I do think history is still short. To be honest, this
but
this
we're
hasn't
gonna burn ourselves into a crisp soon. So.
Yeah, but history hasn't gone long enough. So you wouldn't know.
So you couldn't really say that history repeats itself because.
Yeah, no, it repeats itself in small ways. Like for example, there is no World War III yet, but there is little. You know, there is ISIS, there is like that. There are little repeats of it. So that's what's happening. There's no like big repeat. I guess we learn from the big things. But at a certain point in time, I think we forget about the World War. We forget about Marcos. We forget about
Hasn't been that long enough
something. It wasn't long enough that you repeat this really big mistake. So for me, it's still too soon to tell if these religious things,
kung magkakaroon ng bago.
there will be a new one in the future.